When the first John Wick movie came out, I was incredibly impressed. I love the John Wick series. And it all began because somebody killed his dog. How beautiful is that? And here we are 4 episodes later and seeing really some of the most iconic gunfight scenes maybe ever been on film. And as we've seen the John Wick films, my big letdown in 2 and 3 was that it was a 3-gunner movie. You know, he shot Glocks, tube-fed Brunellis, and ARs. And he was trained by a 3-gunner, and it showed in the movies. And it wasn't as awesome as the first one, let's say. Now we're in chapter 4, hoping we got something better. But what we looked at was we want to take a look. Well, what are the guns in the new John Wick 4? So what we're going to look at is the little bit we know so far. We're going to talk about the top 5 John Wick 4 guns, because there's some changes, and for the better. Number 1, the Genesis Gen 12 SBM. This is a semi-automatic, magazine-fed, 12-gauge shotgun, 10.5-inch barrel. This is really designed with a 308 short carbine buffer and a DPMS 308 patterned lower. And of course, you got all your M-LOK and Hogue accessories packed with this 12-gauge upper. So cool, and it's about time. This particular gun's coming in around $3,000, which is really, if you're going to buy something like this, is one of the better priced ones with that 308 lower. Now, there's a lot of magazine-fed semi-automatic shotguns that you can get that are different, but same idea, that are a lot more affordable than these. But great choice, huge, much bigger improvement from the Benellis. Number 2, a Glock 17, of course. Now, Glock 17, since season 2, has really kind of been the sidearm that he uses probably the most. If you look at the most kills, probably with the Glock 17 is going to be my guess. And of course, the Glock 17 makes its appearance here as well. Now, the Glock 17 is, of course, the very first Glock pistol. It was the 17th patent by Gaston Glock, and every single Glock after it has been pretty much the same general idea, just different sizes and different calibers, but it is by far the most used sidearm by military and police around the world, you know, really above all others. So it makes sense that it would be in this movie. Number 3. Now, this is kind of just what I think I might understand, is that the dueling pistols used in 4 seem to be Thompson Center Arms Pro Hunters. Of course, extremely modified. Now, these are going to be these single-shot tilt pistols. Thompson does a great job. I believe they're Thompson, modified Thompsons. I could be wrong. I've heard other people suggest the same thing. But if they are, great choice. Number 4, the Atlas Nemesis V2. Now, this is a more realistic gun, because what you got is like a 9mm 2011. Now, they make these in 9mm or 40 caliber, coming in around $6,000. Now, the reason it's so expensive is it is a double stack custom 2011. And when you order these, there's 10 different choices you can make on it, from the features, from the grip, finish, barrel, trigger weight, etc., etc. And there's where your cost, because you're essentially ordering a custom 2011, and which you're running at $6,000, but it's not as good, in my opinion, as number 5, the Taran Tactical JW4 Pit Viper. Now, this is, of course, a newer gun, but it was designed before the Sand Viper. Sand Viper is a very, very popular professional pistol. It's also a double stack 9mm, coming in with about a 2-pound trigger pull. You got a 5-inch single port compensated barrel. Really everything the competition pistol shooter and John Wick would love, coming in at $7,000. So there you go. There's what we believe to be the 5 best guns we're going to see in John Wick 4. Any thoughts or insight, especially any insight you might have, put that in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel through Patreon. That link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, so please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.